Chapter 34. The Tale of Shinfia, the Human Monk. Shinfia, human monk with long dark brown hair and bright blue-green eyes. Height 5 feet 7 inches. Weight 130 pounds. Age 31. Place of birth, the village of Darrenmore, about 70 miles east of the village of Duran. This is the tale of Shinfia. Shinfia was born in the village of Darrenmore. She has a younger sister and 2 brothers, one older and one younger. She lived on a nice farm with her family and often played with her siblings down by the river. Shinfia, when she was 9. I am the great dragon, her 7-year-old sister. The dragon has the same name as you? Shinfia, no, I'm thinking. Shingar, her 10-year-old brother. Shingar, he said, confused. Like the fish? Is he a dragon or a gar? Shinfia, thinking. He's both. He's a dragon fish. Yes, Shingar, the great blue dragon fish. Her 8-year-old brother. A dragonfish? That's so weird. Is Shingar good or evil? Shinfia, thinking again. He's both. Older brother. Both? How is he both? Shinfia, thinking some more. Shingar demands that everyone bring him a treasure once a year. Those who do, he protects, because he's a good dragon. But if you don't bring him a treasure, he can't guarantee your safety. And when he gets hungry, he can't guarantee he won't eat you. So you should bring him treasure. So see, he's both good and evil. It just depends on you as to which one he is, she said, smiling, satisfied with her imaginary dragon that she just created. Sister, oh great Shingar, I have brought you a rock. Will you now protect me? Shingar looked at the rock. I like this rock. So okay, you have my protection. How about you? Older brother. Are you a boy or a girl? Shingar thought about it. Girl. Older brother. Okay, then I'll give you this flower, since girls like flowers. Younger brother. But she's a fish, so the flower will drown, so he shouldn't get protection. Older brother. But she's also a dragon, so she can fly, so she takes the flower to the top of a mountain and sets it there, so I'm protected too. Shingar. Hey, I'm Shingar, so I decide what I do with your flower. Shinfia thought for a moment. Yes, I can fly too. So yes, I accept your flower as a nice treasure. So I fly up to my mountain and plant it there. Older brother. I just said that. Shingar. No, you didn't. You said I set it there. I didn't. I planted it. So there. Shinfia stuck her tongue out at her brother. Older brother. That's the same thing. Shinfia. No, it's not. Older brother. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Younger brother. I don't have a treasure. What treasure can I have for Shingar? Shinfia, looking around. How about that big stick over there in the river? Her brother went into the river, grabbed the big stick, and came back to her. Younger brother. Okay, here's Shingar. Shingar. No, I am Shingar, the great blue dragon fish. Address me properly or I will reject your treasure. Younger brother. Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh, great Shingar, I have brought you a great treasure, a great and mighty sword. Shinfia. No, it's a staff. Younger brother. Okay. Here is a great staff for you, oh great Shingar. Will you protect me now? Shinfia. Shingar is thinking about it. Shingar. This is a nice staff. I like it. So yes, You have my protection too. But now I must go and swim in the ocean, since I can't eat any of you, and I'm hungry." Shingar flew up into the sky, and all the children watched him fly away. Older brother. "When will Shingar return?" Shinfia. "When you have more treasures for him," she said, smiling. Younger sister. "Can I be Shingar tomorrow?" Shinfia. "No, Shingar is my dragon. Create your own dragon." Younger sister. "Then we can have a battle." Shinfia. "No, Shingar doesn't fight. She just eats things, so your dragon has to give Shingar treasure or she'll eat him." Younger sister. "I don't want Shingar to eat my dragon." She started running into their house. "Mom, Shin says that her dragon is going to eat my dragon. Tell her that she can't." One day, Shinfia was playing outside in a field with her older brother when an older boy came over and got into a fight with her brother. Shinfia's brother was scared because the boy was bigger. The boy hit him. Shinfia screamed and tried to hit him back, but he pushed her down and kept fighting with her brother. There was nothing she could do. She had to watch in horror as he beat her brother up badly. Then he just walked away. Shinfia ran to her brother, who was crying, and helped him walk home. He was still crying when they got home, and she told their parents what happened. But their father told them that they must all learn to fight their own battles. Otherwise, everyone will just keep taking advantage of them until they learn how to defend themselves. Her brother got mad at his parents and said how they don't care. Their mother bound his wounds and applied her healing herbs and salves, which helped a little, but not enough, for the boy was in a lot of pain. 2 days later. Shinfia. "You must train and learn how to fight. There is a monk in the village. Let's go train with him. He'll teach us how to fight. Then we can have our vengeance." Her brother. "No, I'm scared of him. I don't want to fight. If I stay away from him, he won't be able to beat me up anymore." Shinfia. "But you must pay him back for what he did to you. I'll train with you, and we'll both beat him up together." Her brother, shaking now. "I will not. I'm afraid of him. He's bigger and stronger than me. I will not fight him. Leave me alone." Shinfia, frustrated now, decided that she must avenge what happened to her brother. So she went to the monk by herself. Shinfia. "My brother was beaten up by a bully. I tried to get him to come with me, but he's a coward. I must avenge what he did to my brother. Will you train me? I can come here every day at this time." The monk. "Vengeance is not the path that you should follow, but I will train you if that is what you desire." Shinfia, smiling now. "It is." The monk. "Very well. Let's begin." Shinfia trained every day with the monk for months. He tried to explain to her that vengeance would not give her what she was seeking, but she only pretended to listen. Once she was certain that she could defeat him, she went to him and wasted no time. Shinfia. "Do you remember when you beat up my brother?" Bully. "Yeah, why?" Shinfia punched him in the face and then kicked him. He swung at her, but she ducked and punched and kicked him again. He fell over in pain, but she hit him 3 more times, and when he laid on the ground in pain, she kicked him twice, just like he did to her brother when he was on the ground screaming. Shinfia. "That is for what you did to my brother, and if you ever bother him again, I'll come here and beat you up twice as badly as I just did now." The boy rolled on the ground, clearly in a lot of pain. Shinfia walked away. The boy would never bother them again. She then went to her brother. Shinfia. "I have avenged you. I beat up the bully and told him that if he ever bothers you again, I'd beat him up twice as badly as I did. Now you never have to worry about him again." Her brother. "How were you able to do that? He's big and strong, and you're smaller than me." Shinfia. "I trained with the monk in the village. You should have trained with me. Together, we could protect everyone else from bullies like him. Her brother, I do not want to fight. I don't like fighting. Fighting hurts people. Shinfia, then you are a coward. She turned and walked away from him, angered by his reluctance to seek vengeance and learn how to fight. But that night, as she slept, her dreams disturbed her. In her dreams, she was the bully getting beaten up by herself. She felt the pain she inflicted on him, but it was only a dream and not real. But when she awoke, she felt bad. The next several days only brought her more misery, for she could not get out of her mind the pain she had caused him. She decided from that day forward she would be like Shingar and never fight again. She went to the monk and told him what she had decided. Shinfia, I will never fight again. Fighting is wrong. The monk, because you don't want to hurt anyone. Shinfia, yes. The monk, what will you do if you see someone beating up someone? Shinfia, I will try to talk to them, to explain to them that it's wrong to hurt people. The monk, very good, but what will you do if they don't listen? Shinfia, I don't know. The monk, you're being honest. That's a good sign. Maybe I will train you again someday. When you find your path, I will be here for you, to train you, if you want. Shinfia didn't know what he meant by, when you find your path, but she said thanks and went home. Years went by, and Shinfia grew up and stayed with her parents, working on the farm. But when she saw adventurers come through town, she started desiring to go adventuring. But nothing came of it, so she forgot about it. One day she was out with her friends, and they were attacked by a couple of wolves. Fear coursed through their veins, and they all thought that they were going to die. Shinfia yelled at them and kicked them, as did the others, and luckily for them, the wolves eventually fled. They were all shaking and didn't know what to do. Fear paralyzed them, and right at that moment, she knew that she needed to overcome this fear, that she needed to train with the monk again, and her desire to go adventuring flooded her mind once more. Something inside her just wanted to go exploring, so she went to her parents and told them what she wanted to do. Her mother, that is a very dangerous thing to do, Shinfia. Why would you want to do something so dangerous like that? Shinfia, because when those wolves attacked us, I feared for my life, and I never want to feel that afraid again. So I'm going to train again and see if I can find a group to go adventuring with. Shinfia returned to the monk. I want to become an adventurer. Can you train me again? The monk, smiling. You finally found your path. Shinfia, what? Then she remembered what he said years ago. Oh, I guess I did, she said, smiling. Shinfia, seeing a tattoo of a gray wolf on his arm. Why do you have that tattoo? The monk. When a monk achieves the 9th progression, they receive a vision of their spirit animal. Mine was the gray wolf. Shinfia. Why a gray wolf? The monk. I do not know. I didn't choose it. It chose me. For one day, the wolf and I were one. I saw what it saw, and it saw what I saw. We felt each other's feelings and thought each other's thoughts. For one day, I was also the gray wolf, and the gray wolf was also me. Some say that a monk's spirit animal remains alive for as long as the monk lives and dies when the monk dies. If that's true, then there are some animals in the world that are living a very long life. Imagine the animal that chooses an elven monk. They could live for 1,000 years. Shinfia, shocked at what he just said. What? Elves live for 1,000 years? The monk, I don't know, but some say they do. But they definitely live for hundreds of years. Some say there are elves in Forestera who were here at the beginning, when the gods above created the world, and that they weren't born, but were created by a god or gods themselves. Shinfia found all of that incredible and couldn't imagine how anyone or anything could live that long. But now she couldn't stop wondering if she ever achieved the 9th progression, what her spirit animal would be. Shinfia trained with the monk again for several months, and then she tried to form a party, or find one to join. But no one was interested in going adventuring with her, and no party was interested in having her join them. So a few months later, she went back to her teacher, Shinfia. No one wants to go adventuring with me, and no one wants me to go adventuring with them. What's wrong with me? The monk. Nothing is wrong with you. You have found your path. Now you need to find your party. If they will not come to you, you must go to them. Shinfia. What does that mean? The monk. Leave your home. Travel with a caravan and see where it takes you. If your destiny is to become a great adventurer, you will find your party, just like you found your path. Shinfia. How do you know this? The monk. If you truly want to become an adventurer, then you must be willing to go on an adventure. Your path has been put before you. Follow it. Shinfia. I'm going to have to think about this for a while. The monk, smiling. Take all the time you need. Shinfia went home and for many months thought about what her teacher told her. Eventually she made a decision. She said goodbye to her family and friends and headed out with the next caravan. Days later, they stopped in a village that was in a forest that had a wall that went all around it, protecting them from the dangerous creatures that lived in the forest. And for some reason, which Shinfia didn't understand, she decided to stay there. Sheila. Behold, Shingar, the mighty blue dragon Gar. Shingar. You know me? Who are you? Sheila. I am Sheila, goddess of Forestera. And not only do I know you, Shingar, but I saw you from the day you were formed. Shingar. Where was that? I have no memory of where I came from. Sheila. That's because you came into existence from one of the most powerful forces in the world, a child's imagination. Shingar. I do not understand. Sheila. That's okay. You will one day. But for now, just know that you are free to fly and swim everywhere you want. Forestera is now your world too. Shingar. I have already been all over your world. I have swum in your oceans, in the north, south, east, and west, and have flown all across your land, the mountains in the east, the plains in the west, the great forest in the northwest, and even the desert in the center. By the way, why did you put a desert in the center of the world? I'm just curious. Sheila. Well, that's kind of a design flaw, basically. Everything was a desert at first. I couldn't get everything to work perfectly, so I had no choice but to leave part of it as a desert. It happens. It's my first world. Not sure if I'll ever make another one. Dealing with some issues with this one right now. Shingar. Is there anything I can do to assist you? Sheila. Well, aren't you sweet? You don't fight, do you? Shingar. No. Is that a problem? Sheila. Not at all. I couldn't use you if you did. Dragons aren't allowed. Shingar. Allowed? Allowed for what? Sheila. Nothing. You cannot assist me with the problem I'm dealing with, but I'd love to use you in another way, if you're interested. Shingar. I'm intrigued. What are you referring to? Sheila. I'd love for you to be my guardian of my ocean in the west. Shingar. Guardian of your ocean? What in the ocean will I be guarding? Sheila. If one desires Shingar's protection, they must bring you a treasure, and you currently have 3 treasures, correct? Shingar. Wow, you really do know a lot about me. Sheila. Tell me where they are and what each of them does. Shingar. My rock is at the bottom of the deepest part of the West Ocean. It protects me from everything that's under the water. My plant sits at the top of the highest mountain in the east. It protects me from all things that fly in the air. And finally, my staff, which I carry with me always. It protects me from all things on the ground. Thus, I never fight. I only protect. But I only protect those who give me treasure. No one has given me any treasure yet, so currently I do not protect anyone. Sheila: Who gave you those 3 treasures? Shingar, confused now: I do not know. I have always had them, for as long as I can remember. Sheila: I understand. Those 3 treasures were given to you to protect you. They were given to you by 3 children. Now you shall be known as Shingar, the great blue dragon Gar, protector of the West Ocean's edge. You protect all who come too close to the edge of the world there, but only if they give you treasure. If they do, they will not fall off. If they do not, they are on their own. Do you accept this title? Shingar thought about it. May I go wherever I wish? Sheila, smiling. Of course. Shingar, soaring into the air, he called out to Sheila, Then I accept. Shingar then turned around and dove into the ocean and swam down to the deepest part where his rock sat. And there he fell asleep.